Hello everyone. Well, of course, as you know, my red robopet's leg is like really snapped. There is no way for me to glue this at all. I mean, look it is just so bad. I found some of my yellowed legs, so these are eventually going to snap at some point, but they are still good. That one is not, but that's for the side that isn't broken, luckily. Hopefully this side doesn't break. What the... Wait a minute, is that... Oh, that's just dust. I thought it was re-glued. I thought it was broken. I don't want to mess with that too much. Anyways, so I thought I might record while I fix it. Hopefully it's a success. So, yeah. You have to take the butt off first before you can take the body apart. And also, the body being loose like this, that's something that you actually can't fix. Cause I've looked into it many times on my others, and I can't find what makes it loose. The gears are fine, the motor's fine, and the position sensor is probably fine. I don't know what it is. Something in there loosens up over time though. Something just wears out, but I haven't figured out what. I mean, I think it's that little plastic piece that goes on the square shaft, but I think that's what it is, because when I replaced it on my other red one, which it worked a little bit better, but I don't have any more of those pieces, so yeah. Oh god, I hope... Oh, yeah, here we go. Hopefully no wires come off this. Oh god, I don't want the screws to strip out. Yeah, it's gonna look really bad with the yellowed white leg, but there's nothing I can do about that. There really isn't. There we go. Thank God. Alright. Gotta get that pin out. Need something that can fit in between the... Can't look for a flathead. Oh god. Oh, there's one. There we go. Oh. Yeah, this screen holder should not be able to come off, but that's how cheap it is. See how it just... Cause notice... Oh, never mind. But, this is what's so bad on the first generation, see? This is the screen holder. This is all it is. It's just molded plastic. That breaks very fast. Now, those second generations, they're not molded. They're screwed in. That's what makes the other one, that's what makes the second generation so much better. Well, this one doesn't even have a spring. See? It's gone. So I'm going to have to take I'm gonna have to take this one's spring off. And see, look at how easy it broke. Literally, I just had to lift it and it broke. That's how bad it is. That's how bad the first generation robopet is. Because if you can break it that easily, that tells you something. But I'll have to glue this spring holder. Otherwise, usually when these are broken, they won't walk right. They'll usually they'll basically fall over when they try to walk. That, or they won't be able to get back up when they fall over, or their legs will drag, which that will burn out the motors. I know this because I've had so many robopets. I've went through so many. I don't even know how many I've had at this point. I've had so many. I know all the all the problems there is to know about robopets now, because I've had all the problems that they can have. There's not a problem I haven't had on a robopet, pretty much. There we go. Yeah, that leg's still okay, see? It's not broken yet, so... But it's gonna look very bizarre with a white yellowed leg, I know. But there's nothing else I can do about that. Okay. Well... And here's the reason the torso is so loose. Here, I'll show you. Again, it's this piece, see? See how it moves? It shouldn't be wiggly at all. There's no way to fix that unless you have a new piece, because the problem is, look at that square shaft here. It shouldn't be that, the hole shouldn't be that big. It's just so old that it's basically, it's like the Jimmy items. It basically splits in a way, except it's not really split. It's just the hole is bigger. So this piece rotates when this piece barely moves because the hole is too big. And I don't have extra parts for that. I used my last part on my other red robopet, which that's why the other one worked better. But the other one worked so bad at first, and this one works exactly the same. I don't think this one will even be able to walk. So basically fixing this is almost a waste of time if that's the case. Hopefully it does work, but you saw that. I mean, it's that loose. It should be tight. It shouldn't pull off that easily either. So, unless I get another robopet for parts that has a good piece, I can't do anything about it being loose. Yeah, it's just too loose. But that didn't take very long to replace that leg. It's just now the spring holders are all off, so I'm gonna have to do that, or else even if it can walk, it's not gonna walk with those spring holders bad and not attached. Because back in 2007, I had two pink ones, and both of them, as soon as the spring holders were off, they didn't walk right. All they would do is fall over because the spring holders were off. And eventually they just broke. The only one that The only one that didn't work really bad when the spring holders broke was my chrome one. After I replaced the torso motor, because it moved super fast, faster than it should have been. But it still did affect it in a way, though. Because actually, yeah, my chrome one, it did fall over. So yeah, it actually had the same results, where like, as soon as all the spring holders were off, it just fell over. Oh, I forgot to put the pin back in to hold the leg on. It should be able to stay on, but if, however, it doesn't, I better put it somewhere where I can find it again. That won't last very long. And this is my last robopet leg, so if I get another robopet that snapped, I'm out of luck. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that torso, see, you're supposed to see it move as soon as you boot it on, but you don't. That's how you know it's not moving good. See, the torso's barely moving. It's still, if I'm lucky, it will walk. But if I'm not lucky, it won't. Because half the time, if the torso doesn't move, it really can't do much. Kind of sounds like the motor is dying, because I hear a buzzing sound. Which, when it buzzes, that means the motor is going bad. Oh, there's a, see, there it is walking. See, told you, it doesn't move. Wow, that is actually pretty bad. Let me get my other one to see. Hopefully the remote is in here too, so I can actually make it walk. I think the batteries may have died in this one though. Here's my pink one. I don't know if robopet's remote is still in here. Oh yeah, that's... I'm gonna have to try and find a way to fix that. Yep, this one died. So I gotta put different... He can't even roll over. I'm gonna put new batteries in this one. I'm surprised he can get up for it being that bad, because this one couldn't get up on either side at first. I still hear it buzzing though, and that's not a good sign. Yeah, this red robopet was left in the on position, that's why it died. Here's the pink. Yeah, see, it'll walk if the... See, and that leg needs to be fixed. Kevin said it's most likely the motor. It works when it backs up, but when it walks forward, it doesn't. See, again, these are all first generations. Look at how bad they are, people. So, thinking about getting one, you better pay attention to the details. Make sure it has the nubs and the gold eyes, because you're going to get one bad like this if you don't. Be careful. Yeah. Oh, shit. Poor robopet, he can just barely walk. I will fix that leg. I've got... Where did it go? I've got more robopet motors, though. See, it can't even spin all the way to scratch itself. Here's the other one. Looks like the red robopets are no good though. Yeah, see, it's a little better than that one, but not by a lot. It's still pretty bad, but look, you can see the body moves though. Okay, they need a bigger space. This one would work great if it has a new motor in the leg, because that's the only problem with this one. Oh, jeez. Oh, here it is. Yeah, see, I've got more robopet motors, so those should be good. Oh, wow. The remote didn't come with batteries. They never do. Oh, wow, and this is the first one. It still can't get up all the time. Oh wow. See, I told you, they're both just as bad. Gets up on that side. This one's scratched more. Oh wow, they all stretched. There it goes. See, this one actually walks. They really only work with fresh batteries, though. When their batteries are getting low, they really don't. It's starting to walk, but the body isn't moving, though. That's only because the motors are moving good. There. See, the body isn't doing anything. It's the legs. Which, yeah. You still want to... Okay, this remote has batteries. Here we go. When you use the remote, they actually start to go faster. That's something that I've noticed. See? Jesus. Oh, jeez. Ooh. Yeah, they don't work too differently. I mean, they work just about the same. I think some of his screen holders are off too, though. Oh, jeez. You're not up yet. Jeez. Oh, wow. Stood on its hind legs. See, and here's the green one. I'll show you the green one in comparison. Oh my god. Oops. Wasn't sitting upright. See, that's how they should walk. Oh, his leg is dragging. But there's a generation that's even better than Generation 2, which it only exists in a white color, and it's the hardest one to find. The white one with gold eyes, but it doesn't have any nubs at all. I think this is a Generation 3. Only reason I say that is because even he walks a lot better than that. Like, he literally lifts all of his legs off the ground. See? I mean, he walks flawless. All the other robopets do not walk like that. And it's not a Generation 1, because the screen holders are not bad. It's another one that's screwed in. But it's not Generation 2 either, because I think that's the updated robopet. Because you know how like the black V2 is the only one that doesn't have bad wires in the US? I think it's like that. I think that's the only robopet that walks like that. It's only that specific white one with the gold eyes, but no nubs. Someone went to sleep. So yeah, just to show you again, gold eyes. Gold eyes but nubs. So these two are the good generations, but I think this one's the best out of all. It walks the best. But that one's hard to find. And I can't believe, I found that at a thrift shop in 2013. It was behind a glass case. And this one doesn't yellow either. That's another good thing. This one does not yellow. If it would, it would have been yellowed by now. And I got it for like $5 or something. I mean, it was so cheap. Oh God. And I'm just gonna start turning them off. Let's see. So yeah, this is the new one, and obviously it's loose. The old one, it's still a little loose, but it's not as loose. It just, for some reason, his body just doesn't move as much, but it's a lot tighter than this one is. I just think I think the position sensor is not as good either, though. Because they used to move, they're supposed to move like that when they walk, but these ones aren't moving at all, really. Oh, see? I mean, yeah, this white one just works good. I mean, his vision sensors don't work really anymore because a wire came off, but the only thing this one has never done, this one never stands on its hind legs. It does sometimes when it does the jumping action, but it doesn't when it's actually supposed to stand on its hind legs, it doesn't, because the legs don't bend down enough. So, yep. I mean, none of those legs are dragging at all. I mean, everything is lifting up. You can tell that's just an updated model by the way it walks. Because the first generations, no matter what, they can never walk like that. I don't know, sometimes these can, but I mean, that one must have really good sensors in it, because it walks on any kind of carpet too, which some of these, the first generations, can't even really walk on carpet. And like I said, the wire's off so it can't back up. But yeah. So basically, this was the updated V2 with no wires, and this was the updated robopet that wasn't as bad at walking. You know, it was better. But I don't know why they removed the nubs on the head though, because I really don't think that's a second generation if it walks that much better. But I don't know. Anyways, that's it. This video's long now, so see you later.